Hello everyone, welcome back to another 1/6 scale figure video. Today is going to be a really big project that I was working on, and it is the InArt double pack rooted hair Joker from the classic Dark Knight film. And as you can see, these figures are no longer stock. In a sense, the head sculpts are the stock head sculpts, but they are re-rooted and repainted by one studio. One of the best for Heath Joker repaints and commissions, and also some of the body customizations, the height adjustments and the padding and all that to make it look a bit more realistic is done by myself. And I do have some plans in the future, especially with the purple coat Joker, specifically the purple coat. I probably will swap that out with the Topo Studios version, as well as the blazer, the grey blazer. And yeah, I think Juan done an amazing job. If you guys haven't seen my Instagram, I'll quickly do a plug now, so you can go check it out for more behind the scenes stuff. I'll pop the 2 videos of me unboxing these head sculpts now. And I was just completely over the moon. These look nothing like the InArt ones, and the quality increase with just the simple paint apps and rework on the hair is just amazing. And if only InArt gave that to us. I think the InArt figure overall is good, although I think the paint apps was the big thing that was lacking. And in a lot of reviews that I saw with the InArt Joker, even the one I did, struggled to actually focus on the head sculpt because the paint apps were a little bit sloppy or not the best. But what I always found potential with these figures is the likeness to Heath Ledger. I still think these look far, well, I wouldn't say far better, but they're a slither better than what Hot Toys recently gave. I still see the likeness a bit more with these two. The Hot Toys one's good, and ultimately I probably would recommend the Hot Toys one, because you do have to get custom work to bring the likeness more out of these ones. While with the Hot Toys one, it's you just buy it and it's there already. But saying that, I still think the Hot Toys one, I don't have it in hand, but I think the hair work was a bit too much for both versions, the imposter version and the actual purple suit one. So there are positives and negatives. I think ultimately getting a custom sculpt of Heath Ledger is probably the best way if you want like the ultimate version. Like I said, I have these two and I didn't really need to get the Hot Toys one. And I do like the roll the eye system on this, and the likeness is pretty good, so I didn't want to get rid of these head sculpts because I did see the potential. And I mean, looking at these two now, I mean, these just look way better than what the stock offered us. So what I'm going to do now is I might as well just bring them individually in the frame and maybe just hold them and kind of like maneuver them around and show the head sculpt in action and the hair sculpt as well, because I really love the different coloring that one has done for the hair. And that is something that both InArt and Hot Toys, I don't think 100% accomplished, was the different colouring in the hair. And every customizer I've seen has knocked the official companies out of the water. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll grab the purple suit first, because it is the first on-screen look we see of Heath Ledger as Joker, and then go to personally my favourite sculpt and look of Heath is the gel cell / gel cell explosion scene. So I got the purple suit in hand, and I think, looking at it now in the dim light, I think the purple jacket isn't as bad as what I remember, because it does have the really grimy, disgusting weathering here and there. But I think the Topo one, I don't know, something about that one looks really, really good. And I feel with the more heavier, bulky look that that one has, might elevate this more. But yeah, I might go a touch bit closer to show off the head sculpt and the hair work, which it is a night and day difference to the stock InArt one. I wanted to give a dim light for this head sculpt in particular. I might go maybe a touch brighter in my next shot. And yeah, little details with one, and what he did is I really like the thinning of the hair that he did with this InArt sculpt. You know, Heath was losing his hair a bit in this particular time of his life, and I would assume bleaching your hair green is, you know, you're going to lose a couple of strands. And just a little bit lighter with the LEDs, just to show a bit more detail. And what I also did is I extended the leg pegs to make him slightly a bit taller, and I did pad the body with one of the Stormtrooper Hot Toys paddings just to bulk him out a bit, because I feel, and you will see this with the unsuited version, the prison cell version, the suit tended to tuck in to the joints, and it didn't really look as good and as real, as flush as it should be. But I do think this looks really, really nice now. And yeah, I think custom things for the future for this particular version is swap out for the Topo jacket, so the coat and the inner coat blazer, because I do think this is a bit too dark grey. Possibly the Topo tie, because this tie, seeing a shitload of Joker material and in the film itself, it's not this style pattern, it's a bit darker green, I would say. And then I think truly that would be it, you know, for this guy. And now, by far my favourite look of Heath as the Joker is the interrogation scene, and the scene where he escapes the prison with the phone in the guy's stomach. I really, really love that look, and I definitely wanted one to replicate that scene. And you can see here with this body, because it doesn't have the coat and the blazer, I padded out again this guy as well as the other one, and I'll go back to my old video and review of this guy. You can see that the fabric is sinking into the jointed body, and it was looking a bit disproportionate and weird because of that. And also a lot of people complained about the head sculpt looking out of whack, and I think it was because the lack of padding that this guy had. But I think now everything looks really, really well, proportion-wise. And again, I think the head sculpt is now maxed out to as good as you can get with these guys. I still think custom sculpts, again, if you're that OCD and you want that perfection, is the way to go. But I see no need to do that because I really like what InArt have done. And I really love the paintwork one has done. And just to have this shot here to show more of the hair detailing. Again, I love the color differences between the rooted hair. And obviously this is much more of a shorter hair, I guess, compared to the mob look that the purple coat one is based off. Much like Brandon Lee, Heath kind of shifted his hair length throughout that film. But yeah, I really, really love that color difference, and a lot of these artists are amazing at rooting hair, so you see no glue, no blobs there, nothing. But yeah, this looks exactly like that scene in the interrogation where you got like Batman in the silhouette behind him and that really dim lamp and it's just shining in his head. And I think that's pretty much it. Just a quick little update on my InArt Jokers, how they've held up in the few years I've had them. And I think ultimately my opinions still stand where, you know, I kept these ones over the Hot Toy release because I did see the potential to customize these guys just a bit more to make them look that touch more realistic. But it still stands that the Hot Toys one is still fantastic. It's just, again, I got two of them here. I didn't see the need to get a Hot Toys one. And on top of that, definitely not that J&D mess. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, make sure you like and sub. And I'll see you in the next one.